May plano ka ba sa buhay mo? Alam niyo, yung mga sports teams, di ba? Bago sila lumaban sa mga kompetisyon, nagpaplano sila. Sa mga maliliit na mga bagay, katulad sa pagbili ng mga gadgets at yung mga balak nating puntahan, nagpaplano tayo. Pero ang tanong, ikaw ba sa buhay mo, nagpaplano ka pa rin ba? Lalo na ngayon. Tamang-tama yung sinabi ni Benjamin Franklin, isang kilalang tao. Ang sabi niya, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And aminin natin, no, na talagang mahalaga ang pagpaplano, pero paano kapag yung mga pinaplano mo, hindi naman natupad? Kaya maaring ang isang tanong ay, bakit pa ako magpaplano? Baka hindi naman matupad. Parang sayang lang lahat ng efforts na gagawin ko. Alam nyo, naintindihan ko kayo. Kasi ako rin sa buhay ko, mahilig ako magplano. In fact, I want to share with you, no, na kaming dalawang mag-asawa noong 2011. My wife's name is Emeline. Talagang ang dami naming plano sa buhay. Siyempre, yung couple goals namin, di ba? Fitness goals, travel goals, naku, kung ano-anong mga goals. And alam nyo, after 1 year of enjoying yung buhay mag-asawa, 2012, hindi namin makakalimutan to, nabuntis si Mrs. And we were all excited. Alam nyo, we had our first checkup and sabi ng doktor, sige, obserbahan natin, balik kayo after a month. And alam nyo, talagang nandun na kami sa clinic on our second checkup. But here comes the doctor telling to us, hindi magtutuloy yung pagbubuntis. Nawalan ng tibok ng puso ang inyong anak. And all of a sudden, yung excitement namin, parang nawala lahat. Parang yung mga pinaplano namin, nasayang. Alam nyo, after noon, from the clinic across the street, merong simbahan. San Isidro, Labrador, sa Valenzuela City. Walang katao-tao, pumasok kaming mag-asawa, dun kami umiyak. Ano kayang plano ng Diyos? And I'll be honest with you, it wasn't easy to move on. Buti na lang, nandiyan ang pamilya namin, mga kaibigan, ang community, and they really supported us. Sinamahan nila kami, pinagdasal nila kami, they encourage us. And alam nyo, right after that first miscarriage, nasundan pa siya, second, third, fourth. Yes, 4 failed pregnancies. And in all of this, nagtatanong kami, Lord, anong plano mo sa amin, mag-asawa? And I won't forget what our ninong, si Brother Bo Sanchez, sinabi niya sa amin, alam mo, JC, Milen, hindi naman kailangan na magkaanak lang kayo para tawagin kayong magulang. Kayong mag-asawa, pamilya kayo, kasama ang Diyos. And that really helped us change our paradigm, our thinking. Sumubok muli kami bilang mag-asawa. And alam nyo, finally, nabuntis si Mrs. muli for the 5th time. And on December 20, 2016, ipinanganak namin ang aming unang anak na si Eliana Sofia. And we name her Yana because Yana means God answered our prayers. And alam nyo, lahat ng mga nangyari sa nakalipas, all of these wounds has become wisdom for us. And that's why I'm encouraging you na kapag meron kang pangarap, meron kang plano, tas hindi natupad, kapit lang, best. The best is yet to come. Alam nyo, in all of this, let me share with you some of my reflections and learning. Unang-una, purpose. Sa buhay natin, napakahalagang meron kang purpose. Meron kang layunin sa buhay mo. Kasi kapag wala, walang buhay ang buhay mo. And those people that are so successful, something in common among them is that they have a purpose-driven life. So let me ask you this question. Do you have a purpose in your life? More than just these plans that you have. Kapag may purpose ka, malayo ang mararating mo. The second thing is about leverage. At pag pinag-usapan ng leverage, ito yung mga bagay na meron sa buhay mo na maaring makatulong para manalo ka sa buhay, para matupad mo yung mga pangarap mo. This is what God has put in your life so that you can use it. Like in our case ni Milen, mahirap yung naging journey namin dahil ilang beses kami nawalan ng anak, pero salamat dahil nandyan ang pamilya. Salamat dahil nandyan ang kaibigan. Salamat dahil nandyan ang community and all the people who have supported us in our journey. So let me ask you, what are the things that you have in your life that you can use so that you can move forward in your life? This brings to us as well, no? Na naalala ko, sa buhay ko, marami ring opportunities, marami ring blessings. As a international speaker, author, as a life coach, I wear a lot of hats. And literally, I am wearing one. Pero alam nyo, lahat ng mga titles na to, ang higit na mas mahalaga, how can I become a servant to people? And I continue to leverage on this. I continue to use this. And that's why opportunities overflow. This also challenges us to adapt. The adaptability is very important because in this crazy, this chaotic, this changing world, kapag hindi ka nag-move on, mapag-iiwanan ka. In 2020, the word pivot, P-I-V-O-T, has become the word of the year because kapag hindi ka nag-pivot, talagang you'll be left behind. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. Kaya tanungin mo ang sarili mo, what could work better in my life? This is the problems that I have. These are the issues. These are the concerns. Anong pwede mong gawin? This crisis really challenges us to bring out the best in us. Kaya tamang-tama naman, from the old normal, we're now moving into newness. Kaya nga ang tawag nila, new normal. At pag sinabi nating new normal, talagang hindi tayo sanay sa mga pagbabago. Pero, friend, masanay ka na. Lalong-lalo na if you want to continue to make your plans a reality. What I'm trying to share here is this. Hindi lang yung maabot mo yung pangarap mo or matupad mo yung mga plano mo. Pero ask yourself, who are you becoming in the process? That's what matters most. Friends, when you look into this, it's spelled out as plan. P is purpose. Do you have a purpose that makes you come alive? Letter L is leverage. What are the resources? The help that you have, the support that you have that you can use to your advantage. Letter A is adaptability. The opportunities that you turn out from the obstacles. And then finally, newness. Embrace that newness in you. And that's what you're also going to bring into the world. Whatever your dreams and plans are, my dear friends, always trust that God has a big plan for you. Kaya gustong-gusto ko to. From Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." God wants the best for you. God wants you to overflow. And what you just need to do is to accept that in your heart. Accept that in your heart. My dear friends, as I close this, let me challenge you once again. May plano ka ba sa buhay mo? May saysay ang plano mo. Because when you plan now, you will prosper later. When you plan now, you won't just prosper for yourself, but you'll be able to bless and prosper others. Just don't forget, bukod sa mga plano mo, may mas malaking plano ang Diyos para sa iyo. This is Coach JC Libiran. Together, let us grow and inspire the world. This is On Stage.